Hi, my awesome Saddleback family. I'm Dave Page. I'm a pastor serving on our multi-site team. In this devotion, I want to recognize your loss during this pandemic. I want to say to you that I am truly sorry. I really am. I care about your hurt because God cares about your hurt. In fact, God hurts with you. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my heart with you, including my struggles. My daughter Jessica got engaged a few weeks ago, literally days before the shutdown. Her fiance Matt asked me for her hand in marriage. It was so cool. He was so nervous. He was shaking. He started with, "Mr. Page, I love your daughter very much," and continued on for a few minutes. I told him he had me at "I love your daughter very much." I was on cloud 9, not to mention how excited my daughter was. But we still haven't been able to celebrate this once-in-a-lifetime milestone. On a personal note, after 7 years of study, I finally finished my dissertation and passed my oral exam 2 months ago. I earned my doctorate degree at Biola University, but I wasn't able to graduate because there was no graduation. In reality, earning my doctorate degree is really just proof positive that I'm educated way beyond my intelligence. But now, when someone asks, "Is there a doctor in the house?" I can say, "Yeah, I'm one," but maybe not that kind of doctor. But if I'm being really honest, I was disappointed I didn't get to go through graduation. But I was more disappointed for my nephew, Waka, my sister's son, who would have graduated this week from Palisades High School. Can you imagine not being able to graduate from high school, not being able to go to your prom your senior year, not being able to go to Disneyland on your grad night? Maybe the biggest disappointment is not being able to visit my mom. She's 90 years old. She's in an assisted living facility in LA. I went to see her last weekend, but they don't let family members into the facility. I asked if the nurse, if she would wheel my mom to the window in her room and open the drapes so that I could come and wave to my mom. She did, and it was so great to see my mom and to actually talk with her through the window and to pray for her. And when we were done, I put my hand up to the window, and she put her hand up to my hand on the other side of the window. My fear is that she might die in that assisted living facility, and I wouldn't be able to be there. Maybe when historians look back on this year, they'll conclude the greatest devastation wasn't from the disease itself, but from the dis-ease that it caused around the world. All of the losses, disappointments, and pain. Loss of jobs, graduations, weddings, anniversaries, funerals, family reunions, trips, relationships, needed surgeries, school, hanging out with friends, going to church, hugging people, going to sporting events. The Lakers, don't even get me started on that one. Not to mention those who have lost loved ones. I haven't lost a loved one to the virus, but I know what it's like to lose a 5-year-old daughter to a brain tumor. It's excruciating. There are no words to describe the loss of a child, no matter what age they are. I never got to see her graduate from high school, go on a date, teach her to drive, give her away in marriage as a dad, and also perform the ceremony as her pastor. 0 grandkids. All of these were missed opportunities. So what does the Bible say about someone who experiences deep disappointment or even a broken heart? The psalmist says in Psalm 34:18, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." The Lord in that passage is in all caps, and it's referring to Yahweh, the creator of the world, the great I am. He says the master of the universe is close to the brokenhearted. He's close to you right now. God is with you personally. He's right beside you when you're in your pain. I never felt closer to God than during my daughter's illness and death. And saves. The Old Testament concept of salvation was not so much about forgiveness as it was about freedom from distress and the ability to live again. After I lost my daughter, the question that kept going through my mind was, will my life ever be good again? You may be asking that same question right now. The psalmist answers that question with a resounding yes. Your life will be good again because God saves and delivers those who are crushed in spirit. He will help you find joy again after your loss. Life will never be the same again, but life can be really, really good again. God promises to bring freedom from our distress. King David, the author of this song, knew this from personal experience, and I found joy after my loss. So please remember, God is with you, and he will guide you into a new season that will be really good. And with loss comes pain, and with pain comes grief. It's good to grieve your loss, to feel the pain, as tough as that may sound. So cry out to God, share your pain with him. Jesus lost a friend to death in the Bible, and the Bible says, it simply says, Jesus wept. If the Son of God needs a good cry, then maybe so do I. Maybe you'd like to share your loss that you've experienced recently because of this pandemic below in the comment section. I'd like to read about it. I'm sorry. God weeps with you and cares about your broken heart, and so do I. Thank you for letting me share my heart. Thank you for listening. And that's all I have to say about that.